Hi friends, I hope wherever you are in the world you are happy and healthy. My name is Tammy, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I truly appreciate you choosing to spend a little time with me and hang out. So August is my birthday month. Yes, my birthday month, not my birthday. I do not necessarily celebrate my specific birthday. It has some wonderful memories connected to it and some not so great memories connected to it. So instead, my family has the understanding that I get a whole birthday month. I am a Leo, so there's that too. Anyways, I have been on a low buy, no buy, and I have been doing really well. I'm actually very proud of myself. Because other than my subscription boxes, and when I say that, it's the ice cream and the Ipsy, which I just started like 3 months ago, 2-3 months ago. And I don't know if I'm going to continue with them because a lot of that stuff I'm also putting into a potential giveaway box. And so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I'm giving it another month to kind of see. That being said, there have been a lot of palettes, because that is a weakness, that have come out that my mouth waters and I salivate. And so I've like made a little list. And so with it being my birthday month, I have taken advantage of it being my birthday month. And I may have gone a little out there, but considering I was going to buy myself a whole vanity, and those are pretty costly, even the whole DIY ones, I chose not to do that. And as long as I have space, then I'm okay. So some of my favorite brands are having like wonderful palettes coming out, amazing deals. One of the brands that I purchased something from for my birthday, I have a couple of their palettes and I love them. And 2 palettes came out and I really wanted them, but they were never available at the same time. And with shipping costs, even though I'm in the same town roughly as they are, the shipping costs were just killing me. So I waited until they both were available and I jumped on it. So that is Sugar Drizzle. And I could not wait for them to put this out again. I love raccoons. I grew up in the woods. And when I was real little, I was hoping to catch a baby raccoon so I can make it my pet. And my parents did not agree with that idea. That being said, I still love raccoons. I just think they're so cute. And this palette is just so beautiful. So I cannot wait to play with it. In fact, I think we're going to play with it today. I'm going to pair it with something because these are all like sparkly and duochrome. And I think there's some multi-chrome in here too. So we will swatch it, but I will use some others to kind of, transition and stuff. The other palette is the Red Panda. The Red Panda, I mean, look, first of all, packaging for both of these is just so adorable, so adorable. But this one is one of my, at one point, it was my kids' favorite animal for years. And so it became really fond, like I became very fond of this animal too. And it's just so cute. So anyways, this one came back out and this does have some mattes. I see 2 mattes there. So it does have some mattes, whereas the Trash Panda, the Trashed palette does not have any mattes. So I look forward to playing this, but I'm not going to swatch this today. I'll swatch it when I do play with it. I think today we're going to play with the Trashed palette. Also, during this birthday haul, I picked up the Sugar Drizzle bag with these brushes. It was on sale even. It was like $15. And then I used a code, affiliate code. I think it's an affiliate code. Either way, it's a code. So I saved like 10% on all of my purchase, I believe. I think I used Steph 10, which is from Steph's Beauty Stash. If you have not checked her out, I definitely would. She does great like looks, very daring looks that I would not pull off because I'm more of a neutral basic person. But they're beautiful. I love her swatches. So if you have not checked her out, I would definitely check her out. Anyway, so I picked up all this as part of my birthday haul. And again, I will also end up, once everything has come in, because there's quite a bit, I will do a full, this is what I got for my beauty haul. Another thing that I did was Ulta had their 10 times points for, what is it, diamond? Whatever the highest level is. And so I decided to take advantage of that, and it was for foundation. 10 times points for foundation. So I picked up another one of these CC Nude Glows SPF 40. I really, really, really like this. I'm actually finishing off this one. It's pretty low. And to be fair, I don't even know if these are necessarily the same color because let's look and see if they even look the same. They look somewhat alike, but not quite. I don't want to necessarily open this one just yet. This one almost looks a little, does it look, no, it looks a little bit paler here, but it looks, when I put them on the screen, it looks darker. It's the lighting. Anyways, they're roughly around the same color. It's fair. So I'm hoping this will work for me. I should probably test it out to make sure it's the same color, but I really don't want to open it just yet because I'm still working on this one. And if this is a tad too light, I do have some foundations that are a little bit darker that I can warm it up. Or else I can even warm it up with one of my bronzers. So I'm not too worried there because in winter I am very fair. So I also picked up the Tarte bronzer, Maneater bronzer. I wanted to try. Now they did not have the lightest color. So this is the next color up in Sundown. And it has really pretty packaging. So I'm hoping this will work for me. So we'll give that a shot. Also, during this sale, I picked up the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I picked it up in number 2. Right? Number 2, which is fair. So I'm hoping that works year round for me because it's not the lightest, but it's not fair light just yet. And then I also picked up the Just a Flush from Colourpop. I love all my little face palettes, and I just thought this was going to be so pretty. At least I hope so. So we are actually going to try today my Trashed palette, this Colourpop, this e.l.f. Halo Glow, and my Maneater. So we're going to try 4 new products today. I'm going to stick these in here. We're also going to try my new brushes today. And again, at the end of, once everything has come in, I will again show my whole birthday haul with you. Before we get started though, I thought we would go ahead and shuffle and pick a card from my mermaid. This is the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot. These are very different than my other mermaid tarot because like they look like olden pictures, you know. I do like the diversity in this deck. It also has some sailors and some pirates in here. So I'm gonna shuffle. It has this nice antique like gold. So I'm going to shuffle and pick a card and we'll see what we get. I am really trying to figure out which decks I'm going to put in purgatory. I have a few in purgatory already, but which other decks I'm going to put in purgatory, which is just a place for me to put them so I can see whether or not I miss them. And if I don't miss them, then that means they need to go to a new home. So I'm just been really trying to focus on my decks and what's working for me and what doesn't. I just love my collection, kind of like my makeup collection, but I don't need all this stuff. Let's be real, I don't need all this stuff. And if it's not getting used, it could go to a home that it'll get used and loved and not wasted. So that's that. All right, our card is the Ace of, I don't think I shuffled this very well. The Ace of Pentacles, which is just kind of telling me that, you know, here she has like all of her treasures, all of her like abundance, that abundance can be yours. So for me, this is telling me like, this is fun for me, but this isn't my job. And I'm about to return to my job here in just 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then I also have my side hustle that I have not really been, I've taken a vacation from it for about the past year. Like I've not been creating new things because of my health and my need to take a medical leave from all things kind of work related for the year. We did this in hopes that we can get my migraines under control. Unfortunately, they're not under control still, and I can't afford to take another year trying, you know, everything under the sun. So I'm about to get back to work, and this card for me is just like, you know, focus on the tangible, focus on what you have to do, focus on what you have and the skills so that I can do it. So that's a good card for me. It's kind of a kick me in the butt kind of card. So there's that. Anyways, this is a really pretty deck. It is not one of them that I was focusing on this month. So I thought we'd pull it out, shuffle, pick a card, see what we got. All right, let's get started. So before, I'll do swatches when I get to that product, just so that we're not all over the place. And I'm not planning on going outside today, so I'm not going to use my SPF one there. And I was going to use, like how I'm a little dry. I get dry really here and here. I don't look dry because it's hot. It is hot here and I am sweating. And I know that's super sexy to hear, right? That's super woohoo, but I'm sweating. I don't think I'm started menopause because I'm not getting like heat, you know, whatever that is, hot flashes, but it's just hot outside and bright outside. And to be honest, I'm like waiting for that one to roll the die and like bring it on because, you know, 49 now. And all the women in my family went through it way earlier, but I do not seem to be so fortunate. And not having gone through it, I don't know if I'm fortunate or not. I'm sure people who are going through it would say I'm pretty fortunate that I'm not, but I'm like, it's going to happen eventually. Let's just get it over with. All right, so, ooh, this is really late on me right now. Woo, hello. I am just using my, okay, there we go. My Maracuja Tarte, well, let's hope I didn't spill that all on me. Tinted Hydrator from Tarte. This is in Fair Neutral. My nose also gets really dry. Okay. Put a little moisture in there. Okay. I actually really like this, but I definitely do have to wait till all my skincare is in because otherwise I get that peeling. Even now I feel like a little bit of peeling, not a whole lot, but a little bit. So I need to kind of give it a moment for it to really kind of settle in. But it is really nice. But like anything, you kind of have to give it a moment. I had one of those handheld fans, but I guess it was really high pitched or something because my dog could be downstairs, would hear it, would come running up the stairs, barking at it, lunging at it, and she managed to get it out of my hand and destroy it. So I'm gonna need to pick up a new one at some point and just know that when I'm doing my skincare and my makeup, that I close my door so that puppy can't get in here and decide to destroy everything. All right, so now I am gonna open up this e.l.f. Halo Glow. I'm gonna put a little bit on just to see what I think. Like I really don't need the glow right now because, well, I look like a sweaty mess. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a try and see what I think. I know that every time I have gone to the store to pick this up, it is always sold out. So I'm hoping that is a good sign. We will see. Okay, this is just saying I've got to cut this because it does not want to come off. And I'd actually like to keep the color info on top in case I decide I love this. And it's on the bottom, but my vision's not what it used to be. To be fair, my vision was never great to begin with. But anyways. All right, let's see here. All right, so it has like a dofa. And we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna mix that with my Joah Crystal Glow Primedation all-in-one foundation with hyaluronic acid, collagen, and crystallide. Now, and this is in, I don't even know what color this is because it doesn't even say. Does it say? It doesn't even say. I don't even know which one I got. It's got to be a light or a fair though, because I'm light. And I have used this once or twice, so I'm still kind of like trying this one on to see what I think. I was very interested in the fact that it said that it had primer in it too. So we'll see. Okay. Let me wipe off my hands. And we'll start with this. So I'm seriously considering, I have not gone to get my hair cut or my hair colored since I think November, December of last year. So I was supposed to get it done in January to get my root on. But I haven't. So I'm seriously considering since my roots are gray, just letting the gray happen because I earned it. I have been fortunate enough to live this long so far. And, you know, my bestie was not fortunate. Several of my classmates have not been fortunate enough. And I just feel like if I'm fortunate enough and I'm entering like my crone stage of life, I've already been, you know, young. I've already been in the mother stage. I'm still in the mother stage because my kid's only, you know, 13. But I'm getting towards my crone years, my wise years. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to warm that up because my hives down there are, you know, making me look really pale. So we'll warm it up. But you can see the red around my eyes because, you know, I'm tired and I've got, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm going to stick this to the side. Let me see what I think. It does give me a glow. And I don't look like super dry. So far, first impressions, I'm liking that. And those two together actually so far look like they work. We will see if that continues. All right. I'm going to put on a little. Nope. Now I've used this one several times. I think this is the one I do like. I think it's the Say that I was like pretty bummed about. So we'll try this one. This is the True Skin Serum Concealer. Anti-something serum. I don't think it says anti-aging. I'm not quite sure. I can't read that without my glasses. And even if I have my glasses on, the lighting in here is not the best. So we'll see. And I have really deep set eyes. So with my bags, my dark circles, like that's pretty much what I use concealer for, to kind of try to cover those. I'm like, where is my sponge? Here we go. So just so it's not so obvious, like, hey. So like I'm really, really white today. I guess I have been getting a little bit of color and I just didn't realize. Because I'm not out in the sun very often, to be honest. Especially when it's super bright, because it usually triggers my migraines. But having a puppy, and she's the only dog in the house, we do take her to the dog park as much as possible. So, you know. All right. So let's try, since I went all face first, I'm just going to continue with the face and then follow up with eyeshadow. So let's look at this Maneater. I do like the packaging. I think it's so cute. I do like the packaging. All right, so this one is in the color Sundown, and this is the second lightest. It's kind of dark. Let's see. Oh, but it shears out really nicely. Okay, that might work for me, especially since I'm trying to warm up my face right now. And I have really bad posture. You might see me like constantly shifting. I am short and I do not like to have my like legs hanging. So I tend to sit like, you know, crisscross applesauce. So we'll give that a shot. And I tend to use one of two. I either use this one or I use my little elf putty one. So we'll with the creams, I tend to start with this one. Okay. I actually kind of like this so far. I mean, I just did my forehead, but I think that that actually kind of works for me, and it's not like super, super light. So when I am a little bit darker, I can make it work. Yeah, I do. Yay. Okay, I like that. Oh, I'm going to continue to play with it and see what I think compared to some of my other ones, but I think that put a little bit more color back in my face. All right. Now I'm going to play with my Colourpop one here. So let's do some swatches. So it has this highlighter here, and the highlighter is called So Healthy. Then the bronzer next to it is called Feisty Much. And then this blush right here, this pinkish one, is called Just Cheeky. And the one next to it is called Sassy Pants. So here's the highlighter, the bronzer. Highlighter, bronzer. One blush, it's, oh, that's so light. Like you can't even see that one. And that one. Let's see if I can. Okay, so that Sassy Pants may not work for me because it is so unbelievably light. Everything else looks like it might work, but maybe not Sassy Pants, because we'll try it though. We'll put that one on first. So I'm going to go in and first put the bronzer on top. I'm going to use my fluffier brush. This is an Alter Ego brush, number 3. When I picked up some Alter Ego palettes when I first tried them, I picked up the brush set, and I know a lot of people really rave about Alter Ego, and I didn't think that it was a bad formulation, but I liked the palettes that they were trying to do better. And once I pulled those into my collection, I just let go of my Alter Ego. But if you're not spending that kind of mad cash money for those palettes, then you know, Alter Ego is a good alternative. It's a wonderful price point. So that's starting to look more like the rest of my face. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with I think this is a Colourpop. Yeah, this is a Colourpop F33. And I'm going to touch into the highlighter because I like to put my highlighter on before my blush, just because I feel like it kind of mixes better. And I actually kind of put mine probably a little bit higher than you need to, because I have those big dark circles and inset eyes. I tend to go like right underneath, so it brightens it. Okay. Now I have no idea what this is. It was from a unicorn collection. No idea what this is. To be fair, I just know that it was part of a unicorn or mermaid collection, and I was like, oh, it's pretty. So I got it. All right, so I'm gonna start with this one right here. Let me get my switch too, so I can use the same brush after. All right, so I'm gonna start with the light one that I said I didn't think it was going to work for me. And we're gonna just like, I don't even, do you see anything? I mean, I guess it has a little color, but I've already have, you can see even with foundation, I have a natural, you know, red in my cheeks. Like I'm already cheeky, you know? So I don't really feel like that really did much. Maybe like it'll help lighten the other. I mean, yeah, I don't really feel like it did much. So before I stick it on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and try this one now. This is the color Just Cheeky, because I'm cheeky. Oh yeah, that one I can see. And if you're wondering why, like this is kind of awkward, I should have used my mirror instead of the computer. If you're wondering why I'm going all the way up, I am a child of the 80s. That's what we did. We didn't have bronzer. So we put our, you know, blush all over the face. And I still do that. And I'll probably do it to the day I die. Okay, so that one I can see. I actually kind of like that. So that's good. Now I'm going to stick it on the other side to match. Yeah, you can see that one coming. Okay, and then I'm going to put the other color on the first side so that I feel like I'm going all over because I'm looking at the computer instead of, you know, the mirror. So I probably am going all over. Okay. Now I'm going back to just do a little extra highlight. There we go. Okay. Deep sigh. So my husband is so far, it looks like all of them will work for me, but maybe not this. And I could just use that one to kind of mix those two together. It doesn't really seem to do much for me, but overall, I mean, first impressions seems really nice. Okay. Not a bad purchase so far. All right, let's get into this Trashed palette. This I am super excited about. Okay, so now people bend these. It always makes me nervous to bend these. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so here is the palette. So I'm going to go, I think I will do it. Yeah, I'm going to go down columns. Okay. So first one is Trashed, Rascal Tail, and Nature Lover. Oh, these are so pretty. So Trashed, Rascal Tail, and Nature Lover. Oh. Next we have Dumpster Diving, Junk Food Junkie, and Skedaddle. So Dumpster Diving, Junk Food Junkie, Skedaddle. Dumpster Diving, Junk Food Junkie, Skedaddle. So pretty. You're gonna hear me say that again and again. I just really like their formula. It's just so pretty. All right, so next is Masked Bandit, Raccoon Hugs, and Snack Time. Okay, so Masked Bandit, Raccoon Hugs, Snack Time. And the last row is go flying. Party All Night, Wildlife, and Scavenger Hunting. Party All Night, Wildlife. Oh, that's pretty. And Scavenger Hunting. So I do not know if this will work, but I will pick up my I don't think it really shows you the shifts very well, but I thought it was worth a shot. All right, so that's just so pretty. Let me wipe this off my arm. And I am going to start off with, so I have really small hooded eyes. So I am going to start off with, I'm going to try this one. This is the Sugar Drizzle. Oh, it doesn't have a number on here. I don't know, but it's like the medium out of all of these because this is even fluffier to me. So I'm going to go with this one, give it a shot. I have been using these from Singe nonstop to give them so that at the end I can actually tell you my full thoughts on them. But spoiler alert, loving them. All right, so I need to go into something else to have. Now I'm almost tempted to go into my Colourpop here. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go in this Colourpop. We'll use my face palette here. And I think I'm going to start with trying to use this as like a transition color. See if I can use it that way. I can see a little something. All right. Oops, went into the other one. So I'm going to have to switch it up. Okay. Always so hard to tell because my lighting, for you to be able to see my face, my lighting in here is not the best. Like, that's why I'm looking in the computer sometimes because I can kind of see better than I can with my mirror. Well, I mean, I could shift this way and maybe that'll look better because I've got some light. Okay, we'll do it this way. I'll shift my body this way so I have some light. All right, so now I'm going to go in with what colors do I want to play with? I think I want to play with the orange and brown. Let me look here real quick. I'm thinking maybe I will play with Party All Night, Wildlife, and or Rascal Tail. So let's see here. Kind of thinking, I want to do more naturalish or the little pop. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the Wildlife and Rascal Tail. And since I started with some foundation, I kind of use that as my initial primer, but now that I'm going in with some sparkly here shortly, I will actually put on my icing shadow base. I believe it's like the lightest one from Glam Light. I'm trying, this is in my project pan. A lot of this is my project pan or things that I really want to use for the month. All right, so I am going to go in with, since I'm doing the more natural, I'm going to go in with the bronzer a little bit here. Oops, why did I do that? I don't even know. Let me clear that off. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to get this one that's kind of like more tapered there. So I can try to get more into my crease, darken it a little. I never know what to talk about when I'm doing this. And I'm like, how boring is this for you if I'm just watching me? So, you know, in the comments below, like, let me know if there's any questions you have for me for the next time, because I'm planning on doing the Red Panda and all of the Sydney Grace stuff that I purchased. Once it comes in, I also purchased as part of my birthday haul the 2 palettes that I did not have yet from Fantasy Cosmetica. So yeah, put in the comments below if there's any questions you might have for me. Gonna lift that up a little. Because otherwise I'll just talk to you about, you know, getting old. Actually, I say that and I joke around with my daughter about that all the time, about, oh my gosh, I just feel so old. And my body tells me that, you know, obviously I'm my age, but my mind tells me I'm somewhere in between, you know, 17 and 24. And when I imagine my mother, I close my mind, or close my eyes and imagine my mother, I still see her at 36. I'm past the age that I mentally see my mother at. Yeah. And it's funny because I was 36 when I had my child. I don't know if I've talked about this. I probably have, because she is my everything. But I was, it took me pretty much 10 years to get my child. I was married early. I was married young the first time around. We went through fertility treatments, but it did not work. then I did a couple years of being a wild child and not being the smartest and safest. But because of my PCOS, like, you know, I wasn't too worried about pregnant. Like, I was hoping for pregnancy, to be honest. I didn't care about the guy. I just wanted the child because I had been told when I was 15 that I could not have a kid. And that was like the best thing about being a female to me because I was a total tomboy. So that was really hard to hear at 15. So when I could not get pregnant with my first husband, which happened to be like a blessing in disguise for both of us, because that marriage was not healthy for anybody. And so I had my wild years, and then I met my second husband. And because I was older when we got married, I was like, we need to, jump on this because I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not getting any younger. And so it did take fertility treatment for us to get pregnant with her. And so by the time I actually had my daughter, I was 36. And it's funny that that is the age I see my mother still at. I don't know why. Like, I've just always seen my mother when she was 36 in my head. So it's a little ironic. Anyways, I'm going to try a brush first. I usually tend to put any like sparkly or like duochrome or, any of those kind of shadows. I tend to use my finger, kind of like I do with, oh, what happened here? Did I get it in the, there we go. But I will try with a brush first. So I'm going to go in first with the Rascal Tail. Oh, no. I'm going to go in with Rascal Tail first and see how well it picks up on the brush, or if I am going to need to use it seems to have picked up on the brush. Oh no, that's actually pretty good. It picked up pretty well. Oh yeah, that's actually picked up really pretty well. And I'm actually going to go all the way down into, oops, my inner. There we go. So it's my inner corner also. Ooh, actually, maybe, no, that has a little bit of glitter in it. I don't want to stick that completely in my inner corner. So I'm happy that this picks up with a brush. So well. I can just pack that on with the brush. Okay. Now I am going to go in with Wildlife and put on my second half, or last third, my outer area. And this one picks up well too. Now, did I just get a little fallout? I felt like I got a little, nope, not really. Okay. And mix those right there. Oh, that's pretty. I'm a happy girl. Sorry, I should not like have you listen to me sing. No one needs to hear that. My mama never got me singing lessons or music lessons. I really wanted to learn how to play the piano or guitar when I was younger because I like wrote songs to like sing in my church, but we just could not afford that. Okay, I like that. Okay. Now, taking that same one, I am going to do first a little bit of the bronzer underneath my eye. And I'm going to go over it with some of those, I think. Oops. My eyes are always so sensitive on the underside. Okay, I'm because I want it to be more precise, I am going to need to pick up one of my other brushes. I'll use this one. And I'm going to start by putting some rascal tail on the first part. And then wildlife on the second half. Sorry, you're seeing this like dirty, nasty mirror. My nose is itchies. Okay. Doesn't want to close. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish putting on my eyeliner and my mascara and do my brows, and I will be back. All right, so this is the completed look. And to finish the look up, I used my Colourpop to put in my waterline. It's just the white one. I don't even know what they called it other than it's the white one because everything has been rubbed off. And I used my Too Faced Chocolate Better Than Sex mascara. And from Ofra on my lips, I used the Hot Mess Mama. I got this in my ice cream box. I really like that. And then I topped it with this lip gloss from Ofra in Blissful. So that completes the look. All right, and to go over these 4 items, new, first impressions. This Trashed palette, so far, I mean, I only played with 2 of the colors, and then more neutral ones. So far though, I do like it. I think the packaging is beyond gorgeous. It does have a mirror in it. And this formula, I love this formula. I also have the MILF palette. I had the Dragonfly palette, which again, love the packaging, but the Dragonfly had a lot of blues and I'm not huge in blue. So my child snagged that. She wanted to snag my MILF palette too, but I would not let her take that. So, so far I like this. I'm gonna play with it some more, and hopefully at the end of the month or the next time that I do my tea and trash, I will tell you my final opinion on this. The Colourpop palette, I mean, I could use this as a transition color, but these 3 are pretty much the only ones that I can really use as like face palette. That being said, I do like the bronzer and the highlight. Like I do like the rest of these. So I am glad that I purchased this, and I ended up getting this at Ulta because I could not find this actually on the Colourpop site. Like I saw all the other ones, but this is for like, us fair people. So, because I think the other ones might have been too dark, at least for me. So I am happy so far with this. I'm going to continue to play with it. And again, hopefully trash and tea, I'll go over it with you, my final opinion. Same with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I do like the sheen it gave me, just a little extra shine. And it's not like a, hi, I'm sweating to no end shine, which, considering I am sweating to no end. Actually, it's kind of cooled off in here, so I'm not so bad now. But I do like that little extra glow. And I do not have the Charlotte Tilbury that this is supposed to be duping. I had thought about getting it many times and I just didn't. And so I'm glad that I didn't, because I can't necessarily compare them for you, but I can at least tell you, you know, my opinion on the e.l.f. one after I've used it a couple more times. But so far, so good. So far, I'm really liking this one. I felt like it really, you know, seeped into my skin. It didn't like, just gives a really natural kind of look for me, which I thought for sure it would not do because it is the second darkest color. So I look forward to continuing to play with this too. But first impression, I like all four. So take that with a grain of salt. It is just a first impression. I might find, you know, in other circumstances, maybe they don't work for me. Maybe, you know, after I've done a wear test, I'll find that it's not good at all. If I can, I will come back and tell you, you know, wear test wise, how it worked out, and if I had to reapply anything. All right, so I'm back and it has been a little over 7 hours. I would have waited longer, but I kind of want to get to bed early tonight. So anyways, I feel like overall it did hold up really well. Like my bronzer did. My blush is a little bit, you know, light, but I could still see it. The eyeshadow held up. So obviously the lips did not, but I mean, not really. But I feel like everything else held up pretty decently. So I am happy so far. Now I just need to play with the palette some more. Really, I want to play with all of it some more. But until next time, stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.